Hi guys, this is your girl Yvonne coming to you again with another video, and I'm in the kitchen again, guys. Here are my ingredients for my crispy fried chicken, and I'll also be cooking some rice and peas, and I'll go ahead and I'll be cutting up the seasoning. But this is the chicken here that I've already prepared, washed and stripped. So I'm getting the seasoning ready. I love to use fresh chopped up seasoning, because sometimes I will have it grinded up, all the seasoning grinded up together, but I don't use it again the next day. For some reason, I just don't feel like it has that same consistency. I just go ahead and add my garlic and my chopped up scallion and onion and tomato, and you will see what I do, guys. I had the seasoning to the chicken so that I can let it sit for a while and marinate, so it gives the chicken a better flavor. So, and I also use the seasoning when I finish marinating the chicken. I use the seasoning to form the gravy also. So I like to have chunks of seasoning and let it cook down, so it gives that gravy that thick and better consistency in my side. People can do different, but this is what I do. So I chopped up the onion as fine as I can. Sometimes I will have it already prepared, but I just want you to see from scratch what I do in order to get this crispy fried chicken ready for you guys. Now I'm going to be cutting up the salad. I usually use tomato, but I ran out of tomato this morning, so I'm just using the salad, and it does the same work, just that the salad is much bigger than the tomato. Now I am going to put my seasoning salt, and because this seasoning salt is a little salty, also I'm just gonna use the salt for another purpose. So this is the seasoning salt that I'm putting in, the all-purpose seasoning salt, and then I am going to be adding the black pepper, which is a teaspoon of both the seasoning salt and the black pepper that I'm putting on. I'm going to be rubbing in the seasoning into the chicken. Get the seasoning all rubbed in. And I'm also going to use the seasoning to make the gravy when I'm finished frying the crispy chicken, the Jamaican style crispy chicken. So right now I'm just going to be covering this over and put it in the fridge and let it marinate for a while. So I'll get the file paper, and I'm going to be covering this over and leave it in the fridge for at least 45 minutes. Now I'm getting ready to cook the rice and peas, and this is the coconut milk, canned coconut milk that is already pre-packed. So I'm just gonna put it in the boiling water. Then I am going to be putting in the red peas. And this is the red kidney beans that I picked up. It's much easier than me soaking the peas overnight and getting that ready. So I just go ahead and just make things easier for myself. And I'm going to crush the scallion in my hand and just drop it in the pot. Then I'll be putting in my thyme. And then I'll be putting in a pepper. You don't want to cut the pepper or anything, because you just want the flavor of the pepper. And then I'm going to be putting in a stick of butter. And then I'm putting in the salt. And I'm going to make it boil for a while before I put in the rice. Now guys, I've put in the rice and this is what it looks like, guys. I used 3 cups of rice with 6 cups of water. And I'm just gonna make that sit there until it's ready. So I'm gonna turn down the heat and just let it steam. I am going to go ahead and prepare the flour and the eggs with the seasoning for the crispy chicken. So I will use approximately a cup of flour. And then I will use my dash, Mrs. Dash, just to give it the flour some flavor when I base it on the chicken. Then some black pepper. And then this is my Mediterranean seasoning salt. Then I'll be adding 5 eggs to the mixture. You have many different ways of doing the crispy chicken, but this is just one of the way that I'll be showing you how it is done. This is the 5 eggs, and I'm just gonna throw it in, and I'm gonna be mixing up everything. I'm getting some water, and I'm just gonna mix everything in and form a paste, a free-flowing paste where I put the chicken into. It can get a little messy, but you just have to clean up behind yourself. Make sure you form that into a nice paste. Get everything mixed in together, all the seasoning and the egg and the flour together. Now I have my chicken ready, and I am going to be dipping the chicken into the mixture. And in the process, my pot is already on the fire, so I'm just dipping the chicken into the mixture, and I also have some dry flour that I'll be dipping the chicken into after I take it from this mixture. So here it is goes, guys. I'll put my chicken in. And you have to make sure that the chicken is fried properly. So you have to turn and watch the chicken in a way where you want the chicken to properly cook on the inside. That is my preference. So you're gonna be turning the chicken and put in. I use enough oil so that I can have the chicken fry evenly. This is my fried chicken now, guys. I'm gonna go ahead now and just finish frying the rest. This is my crispy fried chicken. And here is the seasoning. So I am going to be showing you how I prepare the seasoning, guys. I get 2 spoons of ketchup, and the seasoning that I use to marinate the chicken, I use that seasoning to make the gravy. So here it goes, guys. This is the remaining seasoning that was in all this onion and the scallion and all the seasoning I put together for the chicken. I just had that to the ketchup and just make me some gravy. So that's the gravy, guys. So here I have my rice and peas all ready and shelly. Look at it. Ready to be eaten, guys. This is my end product of my crispy chicken and rice and peas. Guys, if you like this video, don't be afraid to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to ring the notification bell so you can be informed of another video.